Welcome back to the Boxing Bookie. That was an excellent fight. I had it 116, 112 for Catterall, so I didn't think the scorecards were that bad. I could see 116, 112 to 114, 114, even anything in there I thought was a reasonable scorecard. I didn't find it to be a travesty or anything like that. I thought the scorecard, the 117, 111, that was too wide. Was it 117, 111 times 2, or was it 116, 112 times 2? Because if it's 117, 111 times 2, that's pretty bad. There's no way. You can get to 8. You can't get to 9. 9 is too many. 9-3 is too wide. 8-4 is reasonable. 7-5 is reasonable. 6-6 is reasonable. Anywhere from 6-6 to 8-4, I thought was reasonable. 9-3 is too wide. It's not the worst scorecard I've ever seen, but you really can't get to 9. You can really only get to 8 rounds for Catterall. So anywhere from 6-6 to 8-4, I thought was within the realm of reasonable scorecards. I thought perhaps Josh won a third. And then he kind of ran a bunch of other rounds. You could 8-4, 7-5, I think is the right scorecard for this type of fight. 8-4, 7-5. I wonder how you guys had it. Yeah, man. Hey, man. Rafa says, hey, what's up? Great week. Hey, yeah, it was a great week. Hit the, for the Patreons, everything like that, the Patreons, we hit the lock of the week again. We hit it pretty easily. I thought this was a pretty good week. The odds on a lot of this stuff wasn't great, but I felt it was safe. I wish they would have gave us a little bit better odds. But all in all, I thought the lock was safe this week. So if you I'm going to put the link for the Patreon in the chat. Guys, we're making money on this hand over fist, y'all. Hand over fist. This is easy. This is a second income. Just bet on boxing with me. I got you. Rafa says I made over $400 on this card. It was 8-4 on my card. Yeah, 8-4, 7-5. Probably the best scorecard you could have. Catterall dominated the first half of the fight. Took the 11th to 12th. I thought, I think 8-4 is a good scorecard. I think 8-4, 7-5 is the right card. 9-3 is a little wide. 6-6 is probably a little close. So 8-4, 7-5, I thought were the right scorecards. I got Patera wrong, but we still made money on it, Assad, because I put the big bet on the over to go to the distance, and we hit it. So I picked Patera to pull the upset because it was paying well. And I didn't get to see the fight because they didn't stream it in the U.S. How did you guys watch it? I got that wrong. I got the winner wrong, but we still made money on it because I put the big bet on the over to go to the distance, which it hit. So that's not completely accurate, Patera. We made money on that fight. I got Patera wrong, but I made money on the over, which was my bigger bet. Bob Aaron was bugging out at the end. Yeah, Rafa, I didn't get that. I mean, like 117, 111, probably too wide. I like to see that scorecard. 116, 112 is the right card. I mean, we're not talking about a whole lot of difference. I had 116, 113, so you had around a draw. Yeah, that's not a bad scorecard at all. 116, 113. Like, if you don't mind even rounds, which I don't mind even rounds. I like to know how y'all feel about even rounds. I don't mind an even round. I'm fine with an even round. If that's your scorecard, 116, 112, 116, 113, it's fine. So that's a really good scorecard. 117, 111. I'd like to see the extra round you gave to him because I don't think there were 9 rounds you could give Catterall. I think 8 is the most, and kind of like 7 is the least. I don't think it was that hard of a fight to score. It was a good fight, close, competitive fight. But I thought Catterall clearly won, especially taking the last 2 rounds. You guys scored the last 2 rounds for Catterall, right? Y'all had Catterall winning the last 2 rounds? My wife is texting me. I got to pause this real quick. Guys, just I'm going to pause this. I'm going to mute up. Hang with me real tight. Give me about 5 minutes. My wife was just flying home. She's a flight attendant. I texted her a couple of minutes ago. I said, how far off are you? I texted her at 5:39. She didn't respond to me. And now she texts me back. I'm here. I'm going to be right back. Hang on, guys. Well, that's awkward, but we're back. I don't even know where we left off, but we're back. Sorry about that. My wife just landed. I wish she would have told me when I texted her how far off she was. All right, I got Drafka says the jab and 1-2 are very accurate. Yeah, he looked sharp all night. He was a better fighter. Taylor's the bigger hitter. Taylor's the bigger dude, but Catterall's a better fighter. I just think Taylor has been at that weight class way too long. He's been at 140 way too long. It's like Spence at 147. You should have left that weight class years ago. We're talking about Taylor leaving 140 back when he fought Regis Prograis in 2019. That's how long he's been at that weight class where he needs to be gone. And same thing with Spence. And now, look, you took a size advantage for all those years, and you drained yourself, and you drained yourself, and you drained yourself. Now you got to pay the tax, right? Now you're completely shot at a relatively young-ish age. I know neither Spence or Taylor could be considered young, but they're young to be shot like this, and they're both shot fighters. Taylor and Spence were pound for pound top 5 guys. Do they look anything close to that right now? Look, Catterall's a really good fighter. Catterall's not a killer, right? Like Josh Taylor from 4 years ago, mops the floor. He just stayed at 147, at 140 way too long, just like Spence stayed at 147 way too long. Solid fist pugilist. Catterall won easy. Bob Arum mad because his fighter lost. He rocked Taylor almost every round. Made Taylor miss bad. Yeah, I thought Catterall won. Did you have it wide? Solid fist? What was your scorecard? Did you have a 9-3 scorecard? I thought Catterall won. I thought, that was clear. I thought Catterall won clearly. I thought it was fairly obvious that Catterall won, although hats off to Josh Taylor. He came back. He made the fight competitive. He made the fight close for a while. It looked like he may be able to get a late stoppage, but then Catterall came storming back the last 2 rounds. And it was a great fight. Really entertaining, fan-friendly style, good fight. Catterall won the fight. Catterall won the first fight in a boring fight. Catterall won the second fight in a thrilling fight. It's not fight of the year, but it's a really, really good fight. That's a really, when we look back at fight of the year and stuff, it probably won't even be in the top 5, but that's a fun fight. That's a really, really fun, entertaining scrap. That was a good scrap peep there. Good barn burner. I want to get into the undercard too, because I really want to talk about Paddy Donovan and Chev Clark. These are 2 prospects that I really like. I think these are future world champions. And Rocket says 2 more fights left on my parlay. Makhmadov and then Billy. I'm waiting for it. Tonight, 4 out of 6. Well, and you got Billy and Billy's going to win by stoppage, right? So he's fighting Mark Heffron. Mark Heffron can't punch, and Mark Heffron likes to get punched. If you like to stand in with Billy and you can't punch, you're going to get stopped. Right? Like, he's going to get stopped. Mark Heffron's getting stopped tonight. So do you have Billy by stoppage, or do you just have him on the money line? I'm interested. Rafa says, Paddy Donovan gets hit too much. Paddy Donovan, I think, is actually, I'm not saying he's ready right now. He still has a little bit of a ways to go. How old is Paddy Donovan? But Paddy Donovan lets his hands go. He throws beautiful combinations. His feet are brilliant. He's got brilliant feet. He works his angles. He's never straight out. I'm not saying he's Bam Rodriguez. He's not. But he fights in a similar kind of fashion. He's like, I don't want to say he's a welterweight Bam Rodriguez. He's not Bam Rodriguez. I'm not saying that. I'm saying stylistically, I see a little bit of Bam to him. Southpaw, great feet, angles, beautiful angles, combination punching. He's not Bam. Don't say, Gary said Paddy Donovan's Bam. No, he's not. Stylistically, I see some similarities. That's all I'm saying. How old is Paddy Donovan? How old is Paddy Donovan? He's 25. He's got a couple of years left. Money line. Yeah, I mean, that's safe. Rocket, honestly, it's safe. You're going to hit it. Like, obviously, Mark Heffron is not beating Billy. You could have made a little more money on a stoppage. Right? You don't want to take a stoppage? Yeah, I would take a stoppage. The money line's fine. It's safe. He's gonna win, obviously. So that's pretty easy. But the money line, all the money line I saw on DraftKings, by stoppage, the prop on a stoppage was still minus 1,000. Minus 1,000 for a stoppage? That's like a 10-1 favorite that he's going to stop him. That's a little wild, right? I mean, Mark Heffron's gonna get knocked out, so I get it, but like minus 1,000 on a stoppage is like Peter McNeely versus Mike Tyson. It's like, really? Minus 1,000 for a stoppage? Not a win. Not a win. Playoffs? Not a win for the stoppage minus 1,000. You gotta be kidding me. Actually, TKO. Yep, that's crazy. Yeah. Look, and Billy is a good fighter. They're making him out to be the next Tank Davis, the next great thing at this division. He's not that. He's not. And I like watching him too. He's a fun fighter. He's entertaining. His fights are fun. He's a good athlete. He's got power in both hands. He throws a lot of punches. He's a flawed guy. Look, he's going to get taken apart by really good guys at that weight class. Now, Mark Heffron ain't that. So he's going to destroy Mark Heffron. But when we get up and we move up in the super middleweight division, like Christian and Billy versus David Morrell. Christian and Billy versus Demetrius Andrade. Christian Derevyanchenko. These guys are all going to pick him apart. He's good. I like him, Billy. He's fun. He's not what he's being cracked up to be. David Benavidez, right? Like these guys just absolutely wreck him, Canelo. We want to do and Billy versus Munguia. All right, that's a fun fight. We could do that. I mean, it doesn't mean a whole lot, but yeah, I feel Billy has Tyson style without the power. He's got decent pop, and that's what I'm saying. He doesn't have amazing knock your socks off power. Yes, he can hit. He can absolutely punch, but it's not like crazy. Like I said, Tank Davis or Mike Tyson, crazy one punch power where all he has to do is put hands on you and it's night night. No, it's not like that. It's not. He doesn't have that type of power. Although he's a good fighter. What else is on that card? Is there anything else intriguing? What else? What else is on? I was so wrapped up in this card. I was really interested in this card. You got Makhmudov fighting against a nobody. Oh, you got the prospect they like a lot. Mehmet Yanal is fighting my boy Rudy Gomez from Laredo, Texas. You got some other Christopher Guerrero. You got some other Wilkins Mathau. Oh, Wilkins Mathau is a decent prospect. It's a guy to keep your eye on. Super middleweight, 8-0, good skills, good power. It's a decent prospect. It's a decent card. I don't know what we're going to get televised here, but that's a decent card. That's a solid card. Romeo Cagliano. I'm guessing this is my paisan. I feel Patera has Tyson style without the power. He has this. Oh, did I just read that? Am I losing my brain? Yeah, I just read that. Oops. Oh, I feel Patera has Tyson style without the power. He has. No, Patera doesn't have decent power. I like Patera, but if he could hit, he'd be really good. Like if he could hit, he'd be really, really good. And I like Patera as is, but I didn't get to see the fight. The ESPN stream only streamed Patty, Chev Clark, and the main event. So I didn't get to see it, and I was disappointed because I really wanted to see that. So if you're elsewhere in the world, not in the U.S., not in Texas, how did it look? How did it go? I want to find it. Is there a way I can find it on the internet? Because I do want to watch that fight. I'm not totally impressed with Gary Cully at all. And I thought, Patera might beat him, but I knew that fight was going the distance. It was, and the odds on it were pretty good. Yeah. Does anyone in tonight think and Billy's going to lose to Heffron? Mark Heffron, Kid Dynamite. He's got a win over Lennox Clark. He's got a draw with Denzel Bentley. He's not going to win. Yeah, he's not going to win. He got destroyed by Jack Cohen. He's been stopped 3 times in his 3 losses, which means he's very. It's not even that his chin is bad. It's that he's so easy to hit. And Billy hits you so many times. Like, I can't see this not ending in stoppage. I think, honestly, I don't want to call it round 5 rounds or less. Heffron just gets hit too much. Just gets hit way too much. What is the prop on this? What's the over-under? Let me see if I can find this right quick. Christian and Billy and Mark Efron. Oh, over 3.5. They're getting there in this one. This is what I want to look at. They got it's down to minus 2,500. All right, it's not terrible. It's still TKO is still minus 1,000. Minus 1,000 for a TKO. Obviously, it's going to TKO. Over 3.5. That's 110. I don't know, man. I kind of like the over, but like not that much over. It's not. I just don't love the odds on this fight. Like and Billy by money line is probably the best thing to take. Like I just don't like the odds on it. Over under 3.5. Some other books let you buy up, right? They let you bet on like a fifth, sixth. Under 6, I would go 3.5, 4.5. That's a little tough. What do you guys like in that? Over or under 3.5? What do y'all like? Son of a pile, 3.5, 3.5. What do you guys like? Y'all like the over or the under on that? I kind of like the over, but I don't know. Heffron sucks. Heffron's gonna get beat down. Like, no disrespect to my boy Mark Heffron. You got blasted out by Jack Cullen. You're gonna get blasted out by him, Billy. Just putting that out there. But I want to get back into Patty Donovan because I like Patty Donovan. I think Patty Donovan is a high-level guy. Yes, he's got issues defensively. He relies so much on his athleticism and his feet. Tim Bradley. Okay, first I want to get into this. Tim Bradley said, I didn't know Patty Donovan could fight on the inside. Okay. I get it. I get why you didn't know that. That is so ridiculous. It's because you didn't watch him fight. And stylistically, he doesn't seem like a guy who can fight on the inside. Patty Donovan can absolutely fight on the inside. There's no question about it. Patty Donovan is an excellent fighter on the inside. And when Tim Bradley said that, it's like, okay, look, you're a boxing commentator. You're an analyst. Your job is to commentate and analyze the fighters. Why don't you watch them, Tim? Seriously, like you don't have another job. You're retired. Why don't you watch the fighters you're about to analyze and comment on? Like if you watch the tape on Patty Donovan at all, you knew he could fight on the inside. It's actually like the thing he does best. Hot dang, Timmy. Hot dang. It's like the Jets have a offensive coordinator who said he didn't know his running back could catch the ball out of the backfield. It's like it's the thing he does the best. Like, what are you talking about? How do you not know that? And now, this isn't Timmy's fighter. It's also not a top-ranked guy. But you're calling his fight, Tim. Hot dang. You didn't know that Patty Donovan could fight on the inside? Why did you bother watching tape on a guy? ESPN is paying you a lot of money. Why can't you do your job, which is to watch tape on the fighters? Like, why do you got to be a Tony Romo of boxing? Again, I don't think Tim Bradley's an idiot. I don't think he's dumb. I don't think he doesn't know what he's talking about. I don't think he watched the tape on Patty Donovan, which is like, come on, guy. You're commentating for the worldwide leader in sports, right? Why can't you just watch the fight? Why can't you watch tape on the guy? Like Solid Fist likes the over. We're talking about the Billy fight. Patty doesn't get much pop, though. His style is dope. He's got more pop. Like, he gets stoppages. He might not have tremendous one-punch power, but he can hit. Patty Donovan's not feather-fisted, y'all. He's not. Like, I've heard people say he's the welterweight Billy Joe Saunders. No, he's not. He can hit. Billy Joe Saunders couldn't hit at all. Patty Donovan is not Tank Davis, but he can punch. He's not Randall Bailey. He can punch. He's not feather-fisted. Again, he's not going to score like sensational one-punch knockouts. But he can hit. I mean, you can't. Caleb Plant, is that, he's got power. What Caleb Plant has to middleweight. Like, it's not sensational, but it's pretty good. Like, he can hit. Like, you're not going to want to get hit. I will say that I was a little concerned early in that fight. Not with Patty winning. Obviously, he was going to win. He really seemed not to like Lewis Ritson's power. And Lewis Ritson's not the biggest hitter in the world. I mean, he can punch too. But he was real cautious, real tentative with them in those early and middle rounds. In the third round, he got cooking. I said, okay, he's going to stop him in a couple rounds. And he got real cautious. Tells me he did not like He did not like he did not like Ritson's power. And Ritson's not, now it wasn't going to hurt him in a fight where he outclasses the guy. He ended up getting the stoppage. But once he let his hands go, he had no problems finding Ritson with everything, body shots, the right hook. He had no problems finding him at all. He was hitting him all night, but he didn't want to take any chances. And like, when he didn't want to take any chances, it's because he didn't want to get hit in return. It's like, if you can't stand up to Ritson, I got some concerns about you later on. Makhmudov and Makhmudov. If you're just talking money line, Makhmudov. I didn't watch the tape on too much. I know the fighters. Makhmudov on the money line because I'm Milohan Rovkanin. Is that how we say his name? He's a Serbian fighter. He fought Jared Anderson. If that means anything to you. And he did not do well. Let's just leave it at that. I'm trying to think if I feel like he's fought someone else on a card. Yeah. Makhmudov's definitely going to win that fight on the money line. Yeah, just the money. Okay. He says just the money line is what I picked. I'd leave it at that. I got to go watch. I know Jared Anderson stopped him in a couple rounds. Jared Anderson's an animal. Any early thoughts on Zhang Wilder? I keep going back and forth on this, Rafa. Wilder is shot, but Zhang just stands in front of you. And if you just stand in front of Wilder, he's going to knock you out, right? So I think Zhang could win. But just logically, I think Wilder stops him at some point. If Wilder doesn't stop him, Zhang's going to beat his ass. So I don't know. I guess Wilder. I guess. Like I feel like I don't even need to watch the tape on this. I know how this is going to go. Like Zhang's going to be doing great and then he's going to get knocked out. Like I don't know. We all know Wilder is shot, but he's still going to have power. He still can hit. And Zhang is just in front of you. What is Zhang going to get on his bicycle and start moving? So I guess Wilder. I hope Wilder comes through with the KO. I need him to Ammo, Williams, and Ford. Is that I'm telling you, all three of those fights are tough, man. Next week's going to be tough. Tough. Ammo, Williams, and Ford. They should win. Ford, Ball, those are tough fights to call, man. I'm going to need to get into the tape on that. Or just the money line I pick. I got Zhang. I don't hate that pick because, like, based off of what they've done recently, yeah, it makes sense. But Assad, let me ask you this. Is Zhang going to do anything differently? I mean, is he going to change anything up? Or is he just going to stand in front of Wilder and try to knock him out? Right? Because if he does, Wilder's gonna nail him. I don't hate this. I could see Zhang winning. I just like how? How is he gonna win? I think Wilder's shot too. But you tell me you don't think Wilder can punch anymore? You know what I'm saying? Like you're taking Zhang because Zhang has fought well recently, and you think Wilder's shot. No, I get it. I'm not saying it's dumb and like he may end up winning. I just can't, I can't see how. Like, how he doesn't get knocked out if he's just going to stand in front of him. You know, he lost to Parker close. He couldn't stop Parker. And then he beat Joyce the 2 times. But it's just, so he's fought well as of his last couple of fights. No, I'm with you. Shiraz going to whip Ammo. Shiraz a serious guy. Look, both these guys are serious. I'm shocked that both promoters agreed to this. I can see this going either way. Ammo's my boy, Houston, Texas, in the house. Shiraz is no joke. Shiraz is one hell of a fighter. One hell of a fighter. Zhang got a good American coach. So I'm not saying he doesn't. What's he going to do to not get hit by Wilder? He's going to hang out in front of him. He's going to get hit. It's not hate, it's not shade on Zhang. I can see Zhang winning, and I kind of want to bet on him because at this point, he's got more left in the tank than Wilder. I just think stylistically, he's going to get nailed. That's not my official prediction. I'm going to do a video on it. I'm going to give you my official prediction later in the week. We're going to do official predictions later in the week. They'll come out starting Sunday, starting tomorrow. Right now, doing a live stream. We're gonna watch them Billy go. Has ammo been dropped? No, I don't think so. Ammo, Austin Ammo Williams has the better resume. He's fought stiffer competition. Steve Rolls, Kieran Conway, Trudell Booker, Dennis Douglin. He's fought those type of guys. He's been tested more. He's fought better guys. Shiraz has probably won more impressively, but the only name on his resume, which is probably the best name, is Liam Williams. And he stopped him in like 2 minutes. He also beat Wilson with a bet. You know what? His resume is better than I'm giving him credit for. I got to think about that. The guys, that fight, I know a lot of the Americans might not be overly familiar with Hamza Shiraz. He's really good. He's about 6'3", middleweight, power. He's good. If you watch the Liam Williams fight, I told you to pick Liam Williams. A lot of people like Liam Williams. Shiraz is legit. He very well, and I don't want to say this, could beat Ammo Williams. What is the odds on that? Let's find that out. What are the odds right now on Hamza? Let's see if they have it up. I would imagine they do. My advice to you, and I'm going to watch the tape. I'll tell you who I think is going to win. Ooh. See, this is going to be interesting. They have Austin Williams as a plus 195. They really. Shares at minus 250. It's interesting. That is interesting. Ooh. I don't like the odds on Shiraz. Like, I think Shiraz may win. But plus 245 is too wide. That's too wide, isn't it? Shiraz gets hit and Ammo can punch. Like, I'm leaning, like, before I get into the tape study, my initial gut reaction might be Shiraz. But, like, plus 245 at minus, that's too wide. What was it again? Minus 245 and plus 195. Minus 245 and plus, it's too wide. Like, this is more of an even fight to me. Shiraz is no joke. Tall, good pop. Has me nervous for this fight. Yeah, I don't know if Ammo's going to win this fight. Like, my gut initial feeling tells me 50-50, probably Shiraz. Ammo Williams, life and death. I think it was a good fight. It was a difficult fight. Life and death, Assad, that might be a little bit of an overstatement. I don't know that I would call it life and death, although Wilson Bent gave him difficulties, that's for sure. Glenn Dale says Shiraz versus Ammo. I'm good. We're getting a lot of shots in that. Shiraz and Ammo, I'm going to avoid betting on this fight. I think that might be a good call, Glenn. It's tough to call because both guys haven't fought anyone like each other yet. This is a fight. Ammo could win this fight. I'm saying it's a 50-50 fight. Yes, I agree, Glenn. Like, either guy could win this fight, but if you put a gun in my head saying pick one, tentatively before film study, and again, before film study, I'm taking Hamza by a hair. Hamza KO'd River Wilson Bent in a few rounds. Yes, he did. If the metric is who beat River Wilson Bent better, the answer is Hamza. Is Shiraz. Yes, I agree. I lean Shiraz though, but not betting on it. Yeah, I that's kind of where I'm at. It's not that wide, but like it in other sports it is. Right? Like in other sports, a basketball game, a playoff game is not that wide. You know what I'm saying? It's not that wide for boxing because usually we know the winner. We don't know the winner on this fight. We don't. Like, what are the odds? Celtics, Pacers, money line. All right. Minus 286. It's actually worse than that. I thought it was going to be closer. All right. It's not that wide. I get it. But like paying 2-1, basically, if Ammo wins 2-1, that's a nice payout. Shiraz went the distance with Steve Rolls, who then got killed and run around by Butler. Shiraz. Now I feel like an idiot. No, Ammo. Okay, I see it. Yeah, Ammo. Yeah, I was going to say. Shiraz fought Steve. Okay, yeah, Ammo went the distance with Steve Rolls. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, he did. It's not a great look. The odds have it close. It should be closer to me. It should be like a minus 115 plus 100 fight to me. Like that's the kind of fight it is. Ammo went the distance with Steve Rose. Yeah, I bet 500 on Hansa. I don't love. He'll probably. My guess is he'll win. My tentative guess is he'll win. I don't love the payout on it though. You know what I'm saying? Like the payout's not great. I'll get into it, and I'm probably going to pick Shiraz, but we'll find out. Going to be a good fight. I feel Ammo going to have to pressure and stand. Yeah, he's got to stay on the inside, right? Because Shiraz, all his powers at the end of his punches. So you got to be able to get inside. Ammo's an athlete. He's a southpaw. Okay, can he get on the inside and stay there? Because you got to get on the inside and stay there. Yeah, he's got. No, this is solid fist. Pugilism says it's going to be a good fight. I feel Ammo going to have to pressure and stay on the inside because I know Shiraz got a solid straight right. Right. His power is at the end of his punches. So he's got to get on the inside and stay on the inside. No, I absolutely agree, Solid Fist. That's an excellent point. All right. We're just about done. I'm gonna wrap this up soon. Because the Billy card starts now, right? It starts at 6:30 my time. Oh, for sure. Ammo more athletic than Shiraz, but Shiraz has the height. Yeah, Ammo's a tremendous athlete, and that's why he didn't have a deep amateur career. He started boxing late. He's just really good because he's such a great athlete. He can hit. He's fast. He's two-fisted of power. He's agile. He's twitchy. Yeah, Ammo's a better athlete. Hams is the better boxer. Now, how's it going to go down? I got Ergovitz beating Dubois. Yeah, probably. Ergovitz took huge shots from Zhang, and Dubois went life and death with a clean baby Miller. Yeah, no, I'm taking Ergovitz in that. Ergovitz would never lose one round to Miller. Not a clean Miller. Not a clean baby Miller. Fights on right now at ESPN. Yeah, I'm going to go check those fights out, guys. I appreciate it. I'm going to put the link to the Patreon in the chat one more time. If y'all have any last minute questions, comments, thoughts, anything like that, let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna sign out and check out those the other ESPN Plus fights. The Billy fight, that card has started. I do want to take a look at that. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts, comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. It is May 25th, 2024. From Texas to the world. Thank you, and God bless.